What's up guys, Okan here and I'm back at it with another video. Now today we got a little some from PlayStation. We got a little state of play, a little some slight, just 30 minutes long here, but I do think this was a pretty solid showing from PlayStation. They already set expectations. There was no God of War, no Horizon Forbidden West, none of these big games. It was mostly indies, but we also got to see Deathloop, which I guess would be considered a AA game at this point. But I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time. I want to just get right into the games we saw. So let's start with the games that interested me. Starting at number 1, we got Arcade-ageddon. It was a flashy new multiplayer shooter trying to make a name for itself. What was shown off was a very colorful world, as you can see in this trailer right here. You got multiple different biomes. You got guns and special abilities. The characters here remind me of Osmosis Jones with how they look. And I just realized that movie came out in like 2001. So it's like 20 years old. And that means I'm old as hell. So goddamn, I'm about to die. But back to the game. It looks dope. It's a third-person shooter, like I said, and it looks like it's trying to shake up the scene. It kind of reminds me of Knockout City in a way, but like a third-person shooter, just by the art style and how it plays in this trailer. But it does look interesting. It does look like something I would want to try out because I don't like the conventional shooter. I like shooters that kind of take it to the next level and do something different, kind of like kind of like, not Fortnite, because I'm not a big Fortnite player, but I did like how Apex did things versus like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or things of that nature. So this one looks interesting and I want to check it out when it drops. On to the next game, we got Fist, or Forged in Shadow Torch. Kind of a long name, so I'm going to stick with Fist, but Fist essentially looked like it kind of reminded me of Biomutant in style, just by the character designs, because they're all animals, and it looks like you're going to be playing as an animal as well. But what I don't really know too much about this one. They didn't really explain anything. They just showed the trailer and moved on to the next thing with this one. But it looked interesting to me. It's a 2D side-scrolling game. Looks like you'll be playing as some animal and fighting with cool gadgets and abilities. Like, they look like that. Like, what is that? Peter Rabbit on steroids right here. But it looks cool. Like, just look at this gameplay. Looks like something I want to check out for sure. It looks like a steampunk era or a kind of an industrial era that this game will be set in, but I do want to get my hands on it. I didn't see a release date. It could be shown at the end of the trailer, but probably not going to make it that far in this footage here, but the gameplay looks fire. Looks like there's many different abilities, many different areas that you're going to be traveling through, and I'm not sure if you play as the one like rabbit character or if you get to like choose your character, or if this is an RPG or exactly what it is. I can read up more about it and I'll come back to you guys later on it, maybe get a review at some point. But yeah, that's all I see on it, and that's all I'm gonna say on it right now. Next up, we got Sifu from Slow Clap Games. Now, Sifu, from what I've seen, is a third-person action combat game where it seems like your main mechanic is that you basically you're fighting through these missions, and each time you die, you age a little bit, and you come back to life and you can fight again, but it looks like you age. That's like the main drawing point from it, I guess. And I'm not sure if that means that when you come back your abilities are slower, or you move slower, or like you have some conditions that are handicaps that stop you from performing at your top condition, which would kind of make sense seeing as how you're getting older. You wouldn't expect you to be as spry as you were when you first started, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this one. It looks very cool. The combat looks fire. I like the camera angle as well, and the neon colors in these. This is at least one area that has neon colors, like it's a nightclub, but I do like the art design and the camera angle that it pans from when you're playing the game. So I'm excited to check this one out as well whenever it drops. I believe it drops in 2022. They didn't give an exact date yet, but 2022 looks like the release for this one. So we'll see what comes of it when it releases in 2022. Okay, next on the list, we got Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles. Kimetsu no Yaiba. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I just say Demon Slayer because I'm American and I'm an idiot. But Kimetsu no Yaiba, I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, we'll just go with that, sure. But I love this anime so much, and I'm always down to try anime based games like the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Those are like my jam. So I'm always down to try one of those out. And this gameplay resembles Naruto Ninja Storm a bunch, and it makes sense because it's developed by the same studio, CyberConnect 2. And I love those games, so this is one that I should be interested in as well. It's releasing on October 15th of this year, so not too much longer to wait. We got less than a year left in this year to wait for it to come out. So it's going to be fun to play as these characters that I love so much and just see what their different abilities are and how they play out when I actually get my hands on them and hands on the game, like I said, on October 15th, 2021. Now, we ended off this whole event with Deathloop, and Deathloop is coming from Bethesda and Arcane Studios, and we got a 9-minute in-depth look at the game from the game director. Kind of gave us the whole rigmarole of what the game is. You're stuck in a time loop, and you got to kill 8 targets before the night ends. If you die or don't eliminate them, the day starts over. And the game just oozes cool. It looks so tight, and I'm just so excited to get my hands on it when it comes out. Like, I know I've said that about pretty much all these games, but I'm just so happy to like try them all out, in my opinion. Like, I mean, in my in my opinion. Yeah, of course, it's my opinion. Deal with it, bitch. Anyway, the game plays and looks a lot like Dishonored from what I've seen, but it feels more open and lively and more stylish. And it's exciting talking about it because, like I said, I want it in my hands because it's just so cool looking. And I like that the whole time you're hunting people, but you're also being hunted as well by somebody that wants to kill you. So it's really cool to see that hunter versus hunted mechanic, prey versus predator mechanic. And it's going to be interesting to see how they implement it in the game and how much it really affects you doing what you're trying to do. Now, it looks like there's powers that let you teleport, rewind time, and one I saw that when you die and you can absorb your formerly dead body to obtain a material that you can use, I think later on for upgrades or something like that. And that's kind of where I think like the upgrades and the abilities kind of where I was talking about how it resembles Dishonored, because it looks a lot like it in terms of gameplay, but stylistically looks nothing like it, and like visually looks nothing like it. It just looks a lot cooler and a lot better. Obviously, with time being passed since Dishonored 1 and 2 came out, it would look better, but that's kind of where I'm at with it, and I'm excited for it to come out because it just, like I said, it oozes cool and it looks super fresh, so I want to get my hands on it. But that was the whole event, guys. Like, it was super short, 30 minutes long, and they showed off, I think, maybe like 3 more games, but those games didn't really interest me, so I just talked about these ones right here. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite game of the show was, or what you really thought was interesting. I appreciate you guys watching and listening. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, what you want to see from me in the future. And if you do go on to enjoy this content, go ahead and like, subscribe, and stay tuned for what type of content I take on next. Later.
Bye.